Hi everyone, welcome to this demo video. My name is Vivek. I'm a development lead at Express. Today, I'm excited to show you how to integrate our Secured Calls Voice SDK in an iOS app. In this video, we'll go through an entire setup, right from creating an app to receiving an in-app branded call. So let's get started. We'll first go to a public repository. It has a README file where we have mentioned all the steps which are needed to implement our SDK. We'll first create a project in Expo. I will name it as Secured Calls SC and we'll target it on desktop. We'll be first adding our package using this URL. The steps for adding a package is going to File, Add Package Dependency. I'll paste URL here. We'll be selecting version from here. Since this is the latest one, I'll be using the same and we'll say add package. The target we'll be selecting is the project which we created just now. Since you can see our SDK has been loaded here and the other packages which we are saying here are the dependencies of our SDK. We will now start with updating our info playlist file. We will first add a microphone usage description here. For description, I will just add a small text. And then we will add a environment configuration. This is a key which I will show you like when and how we are using it. So for now, I will be just adding this key here. And the value will be this. Yep. The next step is enabling capabilities for our project. For doing so, we will go in capability, search for background mode. We'll select this voice over IP, background text, and remote notification. The next capability we need is push notification. And the last one is app group. I will be selecting this ID. This is the same ID which we added in info playlist. Please note, if you are changing this ID, you will also have to update our info playlist file. Our next step is creating a notification service extension. For doing it, we will select project, go in targets and click on add. Here we will search for notification service extension and I will name it as notification extension and we'll see finish and I will see activate. After adding notification service extension, we will be updating our framework here. For that, we will select notification extension. In general tab, we will select this and we'll add Secured Calls Voice SDK here. The next step is to update our info playlist file. We will update the same key here and the value will remain same, group.branded. As we added notification service extension, you can see here the file is created by system. We'll just update our file with this code. Now, the next step is to create app delegate. This step is optional. If you already have your app delegate file, you don't need to create it. Since we created a new project with Shift UI, we don't have app delegate file. We need app delegate for handling some app lifecycle events. So I will start with adding app delegate file. And I will update my code with. Since just adding this file and adding app delegate class will not work, For activating this app delegate, we need to add this line in our main. So for doing so, I will go here and here I will just add this line. So this will activate our app delegate. Our next step is SDK initialization. For that, I will update my app delegate file. We'll also update this function. You can see our SDK initialized by a secret. This secret I have already downloaded from our portal, which we will update shortly. Our next step is requesting permission. This step is optional. If you already have your implementation done for requesting permission for notification and contact, you can use that. If not, our SDK has. So I will just update my function with this and remove this. Our next step is user login. User login will require a user identifier. In case where you are only using in-app calls, user identifier can be any key string from which we can identify user. In case where you are using both in-app and PSTN or just PSTN calls, user identifier should be a mobile number. I will update my code. We will shortly update user identifier too. We will now start with handling tokens for APNS and VoIP. We will start with APNS token. This delegate will fire whenever we have a token for APNS. Here you can see our SDK register device using our customer identifier and a token, and we also pass is production. Is production in case of demo I'm setting it as false. In case of production it will be true. For this we have a data extension which converts data to hexastring. So I'm adding it. Our next step is to handle VoIP token and VoIP push. For that, we'll update my code. We'll register a VoIP token by passing push credential.token. Our next step is to handle incoming call push. So I will update my code. And you can see whenever we get an incoming call push, we will say our SDK.report incoming call and we will pass our payload. We have completed integration of our SDK in an app. So let's try running on a physical device. For that, I will select device and say run. It's asking for a notification permission. I will say allow. Asking for a context permission. I will say allow. App is running successfully on our device. As now our app is successfully running on our device, we will now try to place an in-app branded call on our device. For that, we will go to our call center. I will log in here. I will select a customer number. For intent, I will select general inquiry and say call. It says branding is in progress.
Please wait while we connect you to the user.
Yeah, we successfully got an in-app branded call. You can see the name, a logo, and an intent here. In a case where in-app branded call is not unserved, Secured Calls will try to place a PSTN call. So let's check how the PSTN call flow works. We will now wait for a PSTN call.
Please wait while we connect you to the user.
We got the in-app call.
Please wait while we connect you to the user.
Now we should receive a PSTN call. You can see a branding on PSTN calls. Thanks for watching. In this video, we have covered up integrating our SDK in an iOS app and getting an in-app branded call and PSTN call.